Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And this is the video about Newcastle versus Manchester City. This is the Premier League match. So we are back into Premier League action finally after 2 weeks. And yeah, today is 22nd November. It's a Saturday night football. And today it is an away game for Manchester City. Um, Talking about obviously last time around when we went to the St. James Park in Newcastle, it was a 1-1 draw. This was on 20th September 2024. 1-1 draw against both the sides. So Anthony Gordon scored a penalty, Josko Guardiola with the goal for City. It was a draw, and yeah, it was a decentish performance, not so great, but yeah, obviously a few chances missed in that game. And yeah, talking about the recent form of both the teams. I'll start with Man City. I'll start with Newcastle actually. So for Newcastle, in the UCL they are cooking. They've beaten Atletico Bilbao 2-0. They've beaten Benfica 3-0, and they've also beaten Union. I believe it is, yeah, Union Saint Gilloise 4-0. So in the UCL they are cooking, but Premier League unfortunate. The last win for Newcastle in the Premier League came in October. So October 25th was 2-1 against Fulham, but otherwise they are a mixed team, I would say, because right, if I see from Bournemouth game 21 September, it's a draw against Bournemouth 0-0 there. Then it was the EFL Cup, a 4-1 victory. Again, Premier League they lost to Arsenal 2-1 at I think it was at home. It was a home game for Newcastle. Home victory for them on 5th October against Nottingham, 2-0 victory. 2-1 defeat at Brighton, 18th October, and then 2-1 victory against Fulham, as I mentioned, on 25th October, home game. And they lost to West Ham 3-1 away game, 2nd November. They beat Tottenham on 30th October 2-0, and then the very most recent match of theirs was Brentford Newcastle 3-1, again a loss. So yeah, it's definitely ups and downs. That was a away game, so definitely that was ups and downs from Newcastle as a team looking into this set of games in Premier League, looking into set of games in the Carabao Cup, looking into set of games in the UCL as well. So yeah, definitely it's a mixed team. I would not say, they're not confident that season. However, a few players have stood up. Nick Woltemade, obviously a big signing for them, and yeah, he's on the score sheet almost every time. So yeah, Nick Woltemade is cooking. I would also say Bruno Guimaraes also is cooking this time around. Definitely is improved from last season. Last season wasn't great for him, but yeah. Otherwise, this time around he's been improved. He's improved well. Anthony Gordon also, he's not got much chances, but yeah, he is always shown whenever it comes to other important games. And I think that's just, I think, three or four players. I think one more mention I would like to say is for Nick Pope. Also, Nick Pope this time around he settled well into Newcastle. Yeah, and yeah, these four are the major players. And obviously, defense wise, obviously Dan Burns, Steve Botman are the guys who are leading the defense lineup for Newcastle. But otherwise, nothing else I would say from Newcastle players. Obviously, you have other players like Anthony Elanga, Lewis Hall, Fabian Schär, very important defender, Jacob Ramsey, Jacob Murphy, both good midfielders. Joe Willock is also there. Even Alex Murphy is there, and yeah, Lewis Miley also is there. So definitely they have a set of mixed and mix of experience and newcomers. But yeah, Eddie Howe this time he's improved. I would say personally he's improved his tactics. He's definitely used more of the midfield and I would say defense. And then wherever a chance comes, obviously Newcastle step on it, create the chances, and obviously score the goals. Talking about today's fixture, now for Man City's form, let's see. Last victory, very sweet victory, very nice victory personally. It was against Liverpool on 9th of November. 3-0 victory at home. 4-1 victory at home against Dortmund. in the UCL, 3-1 victory in the Premier League against Bournemouth on 2nd November, the EFL Cup victory against Swansea 3-1, a defeat away win for away loss, an away loss for Man City, Aston Villa 1-0 on 26th. Yeah, and then UCL Villarreal, Man City 2-0, Man City 2, Everton 0, Premier League, Brentford Man City 1-0, Monaco Man City 2-2. So yeah, definitely, and then Burnley and Man City 5-1. So yeah, definitely they've looked good. I mean, obviously, except for that loss, Baki sub the remaining games is looking fine. Win streak obviously for them, and yeah, I mean they're still in the um, I mean they're still now they're definitely, I think personally speaking, they're definitely in the title race for this year's Premier League. Obviously, some pundits, some experts at the start said they're not, you know, the title race because the pundits say and experts say, and I agree with their decision, that Man City I think they made a mistake by selling Kevin De Bruyne. I think maybe see I personally believe that Kevin De Bruyne, I mean, he could have stayed at least 2-3 more years. He should have gotten a contract extension. I don't know why that didn't happen. If you want, I'll tell you a more story later on that in a separate video. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. Even Pep Guardiola, I don't know. He was also confused on that decision and as to why the management didn't offer Kev De Bruyne with a contract extension. And that's exactly what the pundits and experts and commentators are saying. You know, biggest mistake for Man City, regret, and they should regret this definitely, is selling Kevin De Bruyne, and he's obviously now at Napoli. He was cooking at the start, but unfortunately he had an injury between, so he's at the sidelines at the moment. Anyways, for Man City, yeah, as I was saying, so it's a continuation of a winning streak. I mean, it's not no loss except for that loss. I think it's all okay. Personally speaking, today is gonna be a difficult game yet again. I mean, if I talk about Newcastle, that insane victory, I think this was, um, yeah, it was a good game. 13 Jan 2024, 2 Newcastle, Man City 3, Man City Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, and Oscar Bob and Alexander Isak and Gordon for Newcastle. So yeah, that match was definitely a very entertaining match. And obviously, when Kevin De Bruyne came on, he got a goal and got a superb assist into Oscar Bob and getting that goal. Now that time we had Rodri. If I'm looking at the lineup now of that time of Jan 24, we had Rodri, we had De Bruyne, we had Alvarez also, and we had Kyle Walker, we had Ortega. So yeah, definitely Rodri's. I mean, so yes, a lot of things have changed since that time. You know, so right now, the substitute for Rodri is Nico Gonzalez. The substitute. I mean, I don't want to say this. No one can really replace Kevin De Bruyne, but yeah, current replacement as of right now is Reinders and Cherky, and then Marmoush obviously is backup striker for to make up for that Alvarez like leaving thingy. Alvarez left, he's a striker, so to make up for that, Man City bought a striker, stroke left finger. So yeah, uh, right now Marmoush is there. Kovac is also is there. Unfortunately, he has injuries, as Pep Guardiola mentioned yesterday in the press conference. So only Kovacic and Rodri are out. Rodri is just recovering from his injury, while Kovac is undergoing test. And Kosanov, other players, Kosanov is recovering also. He was not featured in the Liverpool game nor in the Dortmund game as well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so yeah, it's definitely gonna take some time, I think, for Kusanov. Let's see what happens in today's lineup. I mean, hopefully he's back. I'm praying he's back. He can get that right back role. But personally, I believe that Nunes and Kusanov can switch, like like they can take turns, playing that right back role for Man City. I mean, the I personally believe that centre back role should be handled to Ruben Diaz, Josko Guardiola, or Ruben Diaz and John Stones. Both of these guys do it well. Nathan Ake, you may keep it as a backup. Nathan Ake definitely did speak out, I think, a few days back, saying he's not happy at Man City, he's not getting minutes. So I think definitely an exit for him is coming soon. Unfortunate. And yeah, I think the style of play is different. His pace is also. I think his pace is also decreased a bit. If you've seen, if I mean, personally, I just saw like 2 3 videos of him in this season alone. His pace is definitely reduced, but he's still looking sharp. He's still looking good on the ball when defending. So yeah, definitely, I feel it's gonna be a mixed, a 50-50, I would say. If he leaves, unfortunate, and yeah, thank you for everything you've done, Nathan Ake. If not, then at least maybe 1 2 more years at Man City, and then maybe see for some other club. What else? Yeah, I mean that's it pretty much. So I think the predicted lineup. So as per the Liverpool game, Reinders was a continuous start, but on the Liverpool game he was benched, and I think in the Dortmund game he was also the Dortmund game he started. Sorry, so Reinders I think may come back. Ryan Natnuri also was not featured in the Liverpool game. He was on the bench, but he was not featured. So I think he make a comeback in today's game. Oscar Bob also may make a comeback, and even Savinho also may make a comeback. Yeah, sorry, I'm just fumbling at that. Anyways, sorry, speaking too much. Yeah, lineup very difficult. I mean, okay, I'm saying very difficult, but actually it's gonna be pretty easy. But still, I mean, even after the international break, there are checks of regular checks of the players and stuff like that. I'm still gonna go with this lineup. Hopefully, it's that as it is. So Donnarumma in goal. Obviously, I don't think he had any injuries problems, so he should be good. So Donnarumma in goal. Nunes right back. If not, Kusanov should be able to adapt. I mean, obviously, it's not easy for a person to just come back into the squad and make that adjustment with the right back. So I think Nunes will definitely start. Maybe Kusanov will play in the second half. Maybe let's see. I'm hoping for that. Ruben Diaz and Josko Guardiola for the centre back role. Nico O'Reilly will remain as left back. Although maybe Pep may want to play Ryan Nuri. Maybe just want to change the tactics a bit. Midfield, I think, is going to be the same: Bernardo Silva, Nico Gonzalez, Foden, or it could be Foden swapped with Reinders, or Bernardo Silva swapped with Reinders. So Bernardo Silva, Nico Gonzalez, Foden, or Reinders, Nico Gonzalez, or a Foden or a Cherky. Let's see how it goes. Cherky can definitely play in that midfield role. Haaland, obviously a striker, no doubts there. Left wing, Doku will start. Doku has to start. Has to start. I mean, obviously Marmoush definitely has not got some minute. Like he's got a few minutes this time around, but not few. Yeah, but I think Marmoush will start. I don't know why I'm getting the feeling, but yeah, I think uh, I think Marmoush should start. He should get some chances. This time this season not got much, but yeah, obviously Doku's cooking that left wing. So yeah, let's see what happens. I would like Doku, but I would also want Marmoush. So yeah, let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, 50-50. Right wing position is a bit tricky because already I said Cherky in midfield. If Cherky's on the midfield, then Savinho on the right wing, or it could be Phil Foden, or it could be Bernardo Silva. So I think mostly it'll be Ryan Cherky or maybe Bernardo Silva. Oh, sorry, Savinho. So yeah, let's see what happens. Talking about Newcastle, yeah, Newcastle lineup, nothing much again. Goalkeeper will be Nick Pope. Defenders same, Kieran Trippier. It will be swapped with the defenders centre back now of Matthias Thaw, and in place of him will come of Fabian Scare, or it will come Dan Burn. Sorry, not Dan Burn, Lewis Miley, and then the left back obviously Dan Burn, or it would be Lewis Hall. Midfield will be the same, I think, pretty much Joe Linton, Tonali, Gimrais, and then attacking obviously Anthony Gordon will be left wing, striker will Nick Woltemade, and right wing will be Jacob Murphy, or it could be Joe Willock, or it could be um, Jacob Ramsey as well. So yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, very tough game yet again. I mean, again a big fixture for Man City, even after the international break. But yeah, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, big fixture still. Man City right now they sit at, I believe, yeah, they're sitting at second. Arsenal at first position with 26 points. Um, out of 11 games played, 8 wins, drawed 2, 1 loss. City will be same, 11 games, 7 wins, 1 draw, 3 loss, 22 points. So it's Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Sunderland, Tottenham, Villa, Man United, Liverpool, Bournemouth, and then Crystal Palace. So these are the top 10. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we definitely need to get 3 points today. It's a big game, as I said again and again. Gonna be tough. It's a away game, Newcastle. We saw what happened last time, 1-1 draw, and then a comeback of 2-3. And yeah, that I mean, given the form, the midfield of Bruno Guimaraes and Tonali and Joe Linton, Nick Woltemade, even the defenders Dan Burn and even Steve Botman, even Lewis Halls. These guys definitely show up on the. I mean, obviously they perform in the normal matches, but definitely they try to step up in the bigger games like Newcastle Man City or Newcastle Arsenal or Newcastle Spurs, etc. And vice versa, even the other teams also do, like Man City obviously will definitely step up more today, like because this is a big game for them. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. The post match reaction will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, today's Saturday night football. Post match reaction will come out tomorrow of the Newcastle Man City game. And yeah, nothing much to say. Let's see what happens. Very big game. Hoping Man City gets the 3 points, big victory, hopefully. And yeah, I think I should say the scoreline. 1-1 draw. I'm getting a feeling of that. 1-1 or 2-2 draw, or a victory. It could be 2-1 or 3-1. I do not see above 3-1. This time I don't see above 3-1 because Newcastle definitely control the ball most of the time and defend pretty well in the second half. Like in the second half of the game. First half not so much. Definitely the second half. So I think victory will be the win. Will be 2-1 or 3-1. I do not see clean sheet like 2-0, 3-0, stuff like that. It will be a very surprising thing if that happens. But yeah, draw is more likely, 1-1 or 2-2. Nothing much. Or it could be 0-0. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sticking to 1-1 or 2-2 draw, or 2-1, 3-1 victory for Man City. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'll talk about KDB's exit and what do I think about him as a player, what he's done for Man City over the last 12 years, 11 years, why did City let him go, etc. etc. That's going to be one video, and second video is going to be post match reaction of Newcastle vs Man City. See you guys tomorrow, and see ya. Ciao.